entirely opposed to this latest urban metropolitan attack on rural Britain. Merging licences would create yet more delays, more cost, more bureaucracy. Responsible gun owners are not the enemy. Let us be absolutely clear who we're talking about. We're talking about farmers, gamekeepers, sportsmen and women, and rural families. People who follow the law to the letter. People who store their firearms safely. People who undergo background checks, police scrutiny, and ongoing oversight. These are not criminals. They are among the most law-abiding people in Britain. Keeping Section 1 and 2 licensing separate recognises an important distinction in both law and practice. These systems have existed for decades, and they work. They provide proper oversight while allowing legitimate, responsible ownership. Merging them would not target criminals, because criminals, by definition, do not apply for licenses. They do not fill out forms. They do not submit to background checks. They do not follow the law. They do what they want. They do not care about what we say in this place. I will give way.
I thank the honourable gentleman for giving way, and I appreciate the point he's making. But does he accept that there are instances where firearms have been lawfully obtained by people without a previous criminal record, and yet where they commit harm, particularly to themselves or someone very close to them?
Thank you, Chairman. Of course, some incidents have happened, but then incidents have happened with baseball bats, and instances have happened with other instruments which have not been banned and will not be banned. So you make a valid point, but I think it's one which needs to be looked at very carefully, because I think there are less instances than you might think. Merging licenses would create more bureaucracy, as I've said, more delay, more cost, and more pressure on police licensing units that are already struggling to process applications on time while they prioritise prosecuting people for social media posts. Trust me, I understand this more than most. I had my gun seized in a late-night armed police raid following the Reform Party's false allegations about me. It took me months to get them back, months, a process based on subjectivity, which is dangerous. Despite Reform's best efforts, I remain both a shotgun and a firearm licence holder and a gun owner. Further delays would have real consequences for rural livelihoods and for a long and respected British tradition that contributes to conservation, employment, and the rural economy. Public safety is not improved by targeting those who already comply fully with the law. It is improved by focusing on illegal weapons, organised crime, and those who present genuine risk. Responsible firearm owners are not the problem. They are citizens who follow the rules, respect the law, and deserve to be treated accordingly. We should not burden them with unnecessary bureaucracy that achieves nothing except to make their lives harder. I urge the government to rethink these plans and start finally treating responsible gun owners with some respect. Further gratuitous conflict between the urban and countryside communities is an undesirable development when there is no justification to puerile legislation which is based on ideology, not common sense. Criminality with legally registered shotguns and firearms is not the issue. A malign civil service agenda is. Thank you.